I'm Allie.
Just kidding, we're messing with you.
You should know us by now. I mean, come on. You've seen us in almost every single show.
Lainey, can you believe that there's only 2 more shows after this one?
Man, the year's flown by so fast.
You know, speaking of flying, let's fly right into devotions.
Hi, I'm Karis.
And I'm Daniel. Welcome to this week's devotion. This week's devotion is about how our struggles can make us stronger.
It can be very difficult when we go through things. At the moment, it seems like nothing good will come from it. But if we look at the big picture, we will actually see the good part about our struggles.
As weird as it sounds, she's actually right, for once. But what does God say about it?
James 1:2-3 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance."
We read this verse, it doesn't make really any sense. But again, when we look at the big picture, there's such a much deeper meaning.
Our struggles actually make us stronger because they help us to see that we need to rely on God rather than our own strength. Romans 5:3 says, "We can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance."
Imagine if we never went through anything hard. We wouldn't be strong because nothing would ever challenge us.
Although we may not understand why we're going through something, at least we will know that something good will come out of it.
See you next time.
Welcome back to your HCA faculty profile. Now we'll be swinging back into the secondary with the first of our 2 foreign language teachers, and this is our ASL teacher, Mrs. Vaughn. Mrs. Vaughn, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on today.
Thank you for accepting to be on here. So, for your first question, how long have you been here at HCA?
Well, I am actually wrapping up my 11th year at HCA.
Wow. And do you have like a most memorable teaching moment throughout those 11 years?
Oh, I have so many, too many to tell, but one thing that just often I refer back to is the year that all 3 of my children, Ben, Brittany, and Brooke, were all here at the same time with me. That was such a special time, and now Coach Vaughn and I are here together.
And so is there something that you like to do outside of HCA, you know, just apart from teaching?
Oh, I love sporting events, especially Baylor Bears. I love traveling, and I guess the most important thing, though, to me is time with my friends and especially my family.
And throughout your language teaching, how would you say that your faith has impacted that teaching or like your life in general?
Okay, awesome. Well, you know what? I love to talk about my Jesus. And so every day in all my classes, I get to start out each class talking about Jesus, having prayer requests, praying with the kids. And you know what? Not only has that built the faith in the students, but faith in me as well.
Hopefully all of you at home learned something, and for everyone watching, this is your secondary ASL teacher, Mrs. Vaughn. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to the episode of Summer States. This week's state is Vermont, so let's get right into it. Did you know that Vermont is the largest producer of maple syrup in the U.S., producing over 500,000 gallons per year? Also, the coldest temperature recorded in Vermont is negative 47 degrees, and the hottest is 106 degrees. Also, Vermont is the 2nd smallest state in the U.S. Stay tuned for another state. Bye.
Hi, and welcome back to Buried in a Book. I will review a book and give you the pros and cons of each, and give you an age rating. And today's genre is mystery. Today, I will be reviewing The Blackthorn Key, written by Kevin Sands. I got this book on my birthday this year, and so I read it. Let's jump into the pros. The pros are, it is very action-packed. You get so attached to the characters so quickly, and don't get me started on the plot twists. Cons, it gets a tad bit dull at times, but that's just my opinion. And you have to be a tiny bit careful. It is violent, and it's described pretty detailed. Besides that, it is an amazing book. I'm going to rate this book a 9.5 out of 10. And in my opinion, the age rating for this book is going to be 11 or up. Hope you enjoyed this book review, and if you have a book you want me to review, please put it in the comments. That's another book for the bookshelf, and I'm going to go back to reading. Peace out.
Allie, what are you doing?
Sorry, talking about books makes me sleepy.
Well, pay attention because quote is up with Addison next.
Quote is up with Addison next.
What are you doing? Why are you copying me?
No. I'm not copying you. I'm quoting you. Get it? Because quote's up next.
That's not funny. Let's just actually go on to quote with Addison.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to A Wise Person Once Said. This week's quote is from John F. Kennedy. Some fun facts about him are that he was the 35th President of the USA, he was the youngest elected president in U.S. history, he is the first Catholic president, and he also served in the Navy during World War II. Now, some people know JFK was assassinated during a presidential motorcade on November 22, 1963, which was very devastating. Now, despite his sad death, JFK had a good life, and as president, he probably had to make some tough decisions. I bet this quote came in handy when making some of these decisions. The quote is, "Mankind must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind." Now, this quote is truly inspirational and can help us with some decisions we need to make. What this quote is saying is that sometimes instead of fighting or going to war, it's better to stay back and try to work it out, or make peace. For example, if you and a friend are in an argument that's been going on for a while, sometimes instead of arguing more, it's better just to find a compromise or agree to disagree. And if you don't do this, sometimes these types of things with arguments with a friend can go too far. So to summarize this quote, sometimes just making a compromise or agreeing to disagree is better than continue to argue more, which can lead to bigger problems, which I won't get into this time. Well, I hope this quote was helpful, and I will see y'all next time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to HCA Trivia. So today, I actually have a really, easy question. At least it should be super easy for everybody. So, okay. Brayden, who is the director of Eagle TV?
You.
That is incorrect. Okay, so BC, who is the director of Eagle TV?
Mr. Ingle?
That is correct. Okay, so Ryder, who is the director of Eagle TV?
I think that's Mr. Ingle.
That is correct. Thank y'all for tuning into HCA Trivia, and I'll see you guys next time.
I know, you're probably thinking me again, but I have more facts to tell you about Virginia, so let's get right into it. Did you know that the first actual Thanksgiving happened in Virginia in 1621, where Pilgrims and Native Americans gathered in Plymouth for what was called the first Thanksgiving? Also, 8 presidents have been born on the Virginian soil. And lastly, Virginia has the world's only oyster museum. Well, that's it for now. Stay tuned for another one. Bye.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and this week's Bible verse is Galatians 4:7. It says, "So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also an heir. For those who have come to God by faith in Christ, their slavery to sin and to the law is over. They have become God's beloved children, and as children of God, they are also his heirs. Because they are in Christ, they are also entitled to share the inheritance that is due to him from God the Father." Thank you for watching, and come back next time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rank Time. And today, we're going to be ranking the most popular girl names. So no introduction, let's just get right into it. Even though that was definitely introduction. Okay. So at number 5, we have Sophia. I know a couple of people named Sophia. Next, at the number 4 slot, we have Charlotte. Wow, I really didn't expect that. Charlotte, all I know a Charlotte from is Charlotte's Web and the Charlotte Hornets. And the city Charlotte, but Charlotte Hornets and Charlotte are the same. Now, we're in the top 3 names for girls. At number 3, we have Ava or Eva. Okay. Now there's only leaves 2. At number 2, we have Emma. Okay, drum roll, please. Number 1 is Olivia? I'm going to be honest, I don't even know anybody named Olivia, but, well, I guess that's it. If you want to know where I got these names from, I got it at ssa.gov. Shout out to Sam, because he helped me write the script, and shout out to Colton, because he also helped me write the script. I'll see you next time, and shout out to the person that asked me to do it, and shout out to him. Bye.
Hi, I'm Griffin Harrell, and welcome back to Did You Know? Did you know that an invention was made so that you could smell movies? Smell-o-vision was a device that released different odors during the viewing of a film so that the viewer could smell what was happening in the movie. It was created by Hans Laub and made its only appearance in the 1960s film Scent of Mystery, which the director of the movie, Jack Cardiff, described the movie as, "One film I want to erase from my mind forever. Through no fault of my own, the film was a complete disaster." I'm Griffin Harrell, and now you know.
Well, welcome back to Dad Jokes. I'm Dad, and he's not.
Nope.
This is Daniel. Daniel's with us today. Daniel, I have a special mug for Daniel. Daniel, I just named Daniel the most overly enthusiastic cast member for this year. And I had this mug, and, well, it's Daniel's mug for now, and maybe all next year someone will take it away from you. But he's overly enthusiastic, but it's a good thing. All right. I have a joke for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have some for me, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go?
Okay. I ate too much seafood last night. Now I'm feeling ill.
Because you ate ill, and it's an eel, and you ate ill, and you feel ill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every week, these get worse.
It gets better.
So, you know, last week you had that segment, which is very cool, about from STEM with the rockets, right?
Yes, sir.
So, do you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
Mm-mm.
Needs more space. You know, claustrophobia, small spaces, lots of space.
Okay, why do mathematicians go to the corner to stay warm?
Why do mathematicians go to the corner to stay warm?
Mm-hmm.
Has to do something to do with an angle or a square.
You want to know why?
Wow, rush me into an answer there, Daniel. Yes, tell me why.
Because it is always 90 degrees.
But what if it was an obtuse angle?
I guess it'd be like 180.
Got a mathematician over here. All right. So, I like trees. I like flower plantings. We kind of have a big thing at the house. Not that you've seen it, but we do. We have lots of trees and plants of things. Do you know what tree will fit in your hand?
A palm tree.
I thought it was funny. I thought, okay. Yes, it is a palm tree. Did you?
No, I didn't look it up.
Don't you hate it when they give you the answer and you feel? Go ahead. You're up. I'm going to get, by the way, I'm just going to get the right answer on the next one as well.
Okay, if you don't get it right, I press that button. Just be ready for it.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
What has more letters in the alphabet?
What has more letters in the alphabet?
Than the alphabet, like.
What has more letters than the alphabet? A dictionary?
No means no.
The post office.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't care what that is. All right. So, you ever seen like a picture of a bee up close? It's got all those little hairs all over them. I'm sure there's some scientific name for them. You probably know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they have like those hairs. You know, they're really sticky, those little bee hairs. Do you know why they're really sticky?
Because they use beeswax?
No, smarty pants. No, because they use a honeycomb. Ha, he thought he was going to be clever and get it. No.
That's a good one.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Because then it'd be a foot.
Yep.
Ha ha ha! No. All right. I've got one last one that's going to take us out. Thankfully, going to take us out. If a child refuses to take a nap, is he resisting arrest?
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Resisting arrest, like a criminal who escapes the police, or resisting arrest, resisting arrest.
I was that kid when I was younger. I did not like taking naps.
Well, there you have it. Daniel didn't want to nap when he was little, but we're going to be out of here so I can go rest now. Thank you, Daniel. We'll see you guys next time.
Okay, for real now, this is the last time you have to see me this episode, so let's get right into Washington. Did you know that Washington is the only state to be named after a U.S. president? And Seattle is the home to the first revolving restaurant in 1961. Washington state produces more apples than any other state in the Union. Now, that was the last state for today, so stay tuned for next week.
Lainey, what are you doing?
Practicing for the Newcomb tournament, which is next Friday.
You didn't hear? They might cancel it.
You're joking. Is it because they don't have enough teams?
Yeah, so I think everyone should go sign up right now.
And remember to like and subscribe.
And go sign up for the Newcomb tournament.